Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and this is another episode of An Englishman Abroad where we are currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. So, in the last episode you saw me get confused about whether we qualified for the Champions League knockout phase or not, and also end the episode with a disappointing loss to Barito Putra. So in today's episode we are going to be playing in the Indonesian Cup and also a league game. But before we get to any match footage, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. And if we've done all of that, let's have a little look at how we've been getting on since we have been away, and then we'll jump into that first game. So, looking at the schedule, you can see after the Barito Putra loss, we actually had some patchy form. So we lost 2-1 to Semen Padang. We then went and beat Bali United 3-0. We lost to Kelteng Putra at home 1-0 before drawing 2-2 with Persebaya. We then beat PSM 2-1. We lost 2-0 to Persela away from home. And then last time out we won 5-2 in a game where a goose and Mubarak got himself sent off. And we haven't really hit the heights of what we did early on in the season. So hopefully this first game against PSGC will continue that form from the 5-2 win. Hopefully kick on. If we have a little look at the competition, so since you've been away, we find ourselves 5 points now behind Persija, and we've got it all to do. So let's jump into this jump into the cup game and see if we can't carry over our league form into the cup. Okay then, so the first game of the episode is going to be against PSGC in the Krating Dayang Piala Indonesian Cup. And the team we're going to put out is Francisco in goal, Adichie at left back, Michael Douglas, Ardiancia and Bakhtiar at right back. We've got Mowanto, Keiki and Matheus Firmino on the right hand side, and we've got Manduan behind Mersalim and Maya. Let's hope that we can get off to a good start in the Indonesian Cup. Okay then, off and running. PSGC are in their snazzy purple kit as we look to start off strongly. We've had a couple of shots already, nothing in the way of highlights though after the first 15 minutes. And the first highlight is coming here as PSGC play the ball forwards and they're getting behind. And Rifanda there should have really worked Francisco a lot better than what he did. Comfortable save, and then he started the counter-attack as Mowanto nearly gets in behind, has a shot that goes over the bar, and then PSGC are having the better of the chances. We all of a sudden don't look like a very well balanced team, which is really strange because balls over the top are just catching us out. But a corner that comes in is dealt with by Francisco, and he starts the attack again. Finds Mersalim, who gets into the box and has a shot that hits the side netting. We really could do with cutting these long balls over the top. Adichie there, I thought he'd given away a penalty, and the ball is cut out as we're trying to play it forwards. We really look like we have no cutting edge. I was just about to say that when we dragged the shot wide. And Firmino now with a corner, and there's Michael Douglas at the front post. The Brazilian connection working well within the team. Firmino with the corner. Douglas is there at the near post. It's a great header. Beats the goalkeeper to give us a 1-0 lead, which he's probably deserved. It looks like on the stats we are by far the better team. I was just saying we have no cutting edge because we've had 11 shots, only 3 of which have been on target, but we have now took the lead, and we've got a throw in here which Keiki brings into the middle, plays to Firmino. Firmino finds Maya, and there is goal number 2 of the game. Adichie to Keiki, beats his man, squares up to him well. Nice ball to Firmino, lays it into the path of Maya, and he tucks it into the corner of the net to give us a 2-0 lead. So 34 minutes on the clock, a corner from Keiki, swung in, Michael Douglas there, almost making the Brazilian connection work the other way too. But the ball doesn't go in this time, and then it's stolen in the middle there by Matheus Firmino, who runs in on goal. That's a great save by the goalkeeper to push it wide for a corner. From the corner, Keiki swings it in. It's headed away. Firmino picks it up. I don't know why Firmino is so deep there. Firmino should be on the right wing over this side. Instead, he's picking the ball up on the halfway line after a corner, which is a little bit crazy, but I guess it all works out in the end. So we have had by far the majority of chances, was the word I think I'm looking for. 17 shots, 6 on target, 68% of the possession. I suppose this is our first team that he's going up against. I've never come across PSGC, I don't think, before. And they've certainly given us a lot to think about. And they're in again, and they've scored. Jocko Proseccio has actually scored. And like I said, we were looking a little bit vulnerable at the back. And then it happened. The ball was played in. We were a little bit soft. Couldn't get to the player. And then he chipped the goalkeeper really well. Francisco was given no chance. So 60 minutes on the clock. And we are 2-1 up. We have had 20 shots, only 7 on target. Let's have a look at maybe making a change. I think Adichie though has got to throw in. Mandarin gets the ball. Bakhtiar crosses it in. A header is straight at the goalkeeper. And we've got a few players here who are looking a little bit tired. So we're going to give a debut to Mohamed, Sugarito. Tito Ari can come on in place of Douglas. We have scored in the background. Let's just confirm those subs to see who got it. Moanto's got the ball down the left. He's running straight at the defenders, crosses it in, and there's Manduan to give us a 3-1 lead, and I think that is probably the game now. 15 minutes left on the clock. We were in the middle of making some substitutions, so I'm going to finish those off by bringing on Wadi in place of the goal scorer, Manduan. Hopefully now the players are just going to see this through, but PSGC are going to try coming attacking again. Ari deals with the ball, lumps it down the line, and then it's pumped back forwards by PSGC, trying to play it into the box, but we deal with that quite well. Maya now on the turn. Moanto's into the box, doesn't really do much with it, and then at the second attempt, kicks it straight at the player, but the clip continues. There's a ball over the top, and Mercelim has caught them napping, and Sugarito has got his first assist. Or is it Shugiato? I think it's Shugiato with the ball over the top. Mercelim catches it nicely on the volley there. And that is definitely it now. 4-1 with 4 minutes of added on time left to play. One more clip, it seems, as PSGC are going to come on the attack again. Ari tries to deal with it, can't, and it's cleared well by the defence. Firmino was going to be onto that in a flash, but it's changed to a throw-in for us. Bakhtiar's got it on the wing, can't get a cross in, and Adichie was offside. So hopefully this is going to be the last highlight of the game. Another offside. And yes, end of the game. So we have continued that good league form from last time out, the 5-2 win. We have converted that into another 4-1 win in front of an attendance of 59 people. I'm not too sure how much that stadium holds, but 59 people at the game says that we are still not drawing big crowds, but still it's a League Cup. Wow, is it a League Cup? It's just the Indonesian Cup. It's a cup game that we have won and successfully negotiated, and we are going to move on to the league game. Okay then, so the second game of the episode is going to be against Tira Persicarbo in the Shopee Liga 1, and the team we are going to put out is Francisco in goal, Adichie, Ardiancia, Michael Douglas and Bakhtiar across the back four. Moanto, Mubarak, Proseccio is on the wide right. Then we are going to play Keiki in behind Mercelim and Maya. Keiki moved a little bit further up the pitch today, as I think there was a knock to Mohamed Wadi, so we are going to take a risk and play Keiki in that position. Let's see what happens in this league game. Okay, so the game is up and running in the second match of the episode against Tira Percy Carbo, and the first 10 minutes have really flown by with not a lot happening at all. Both teams having one shot on target in the first 20 minutes of the game and no highlights at all. And this really is now just flying by. 36 minutes gone, still no highlight. But the first one is going to go to Tira Percy Carbo as they played the ball long. Francisco picks it up and deals with it. Let's see what he does with it. He launches it long, comes straight back at us. But a bit of ping pong going on. As the ball comes back to us, Prosecco is picked up an injury, it seems, there. And what a goal that is. Ahmed Maya with the assist from Keiki, who I remembered from last season had something stupid like 22 assists in the league alone. So playing him in that more advanced role there seemed to pay off quite nicely, as his assist has led to the first goal of the game. But now it's Tira Percy Carbo who were on the attack. We take the ball off them and then lose it again, and that's pretty much a dreadful shot. Matthias Firmino has just come on for Prosecco, who had picked up a knock. Keiki with a corner there, headed just over the bar. I think it was Michael Douglas that got on that. But we are in at half time with a 1-0 lead, and we are starting to look up hopefully as Persija. How are Persija getting on? So currently Persija are losing and we are winning, which means that the gap at the top of the table could come down to 2 points if things stay the way they are. But it's Tira Percy Carbo again who are on the attack. They're playing some really confident football here, knocking it around quite nicely, but they run into trouble when Moranto takes the ball off of them, crosses it in. Keiki there almost had 1 assist and 1 goal, but he hits the top of the crossbar and goes over the bar. So it was close, but I think we might need a second goal here because Tira Percy Carbo do look quite lively, and they are the ones that seem to be starting all of the attacks that end up with our counter-attacks. But 10 minutes left on the clock. Big ball there, forwards, gets nodded down to Mersalim. Mersalim has the shot, goes straight at the goalkeeper. Probably could have done better. Either side of the goalkeeper might have given him something to think about, but instead, straight down his throat, and he only has to bend down and pick that up. One last chance, it seems. Keiki with the ball forward. Mersalim out to Adicha. He crosses it into the middle, nowhere near Mersalim, but it's played to Mubarak. Moves the ball forward. Firmino with a clever ball to the back post. Actually hits the post. Comes back to Moanto, who passes it back to Firmino. He taps it into the empty net. And it is indeed 2-0. And that is exactly what we are looking for. A 2-goal lead is a decent enough cushion. And we've just got to hope that result for Percy just stays in our favour and we close that gap. Yeah, currently they are still losing 2-1. We have an injury to Mubarak. So I'm going to bring Tito Ari on just to shore it up for the last couple of minutes into the 95th minute. And that is it. So far more positive way to end this episode despite that injury at the end, which could be troublesome. But we have got a 2-0 win. We have closed that gap on Persija to 2 points, and it's a far better way to finish this episode. So we're going to leave that there. But before we go, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. We're going to push forward into the season. But for this episode, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching.